They make it so hard. But in the end,
we don't get what we want.
I don't want to seem over dramatic, but I don't really care what happens here.
You're having way too
I
much
love
fun
it.
with
Oh,
that.
this thing's great, man. This thing's great. All right, well, we're going to take a break, and coming back, we are going to meet, or we're going to have on the show. Oh, jeez. See, I'm not paying attention. When I don't pay attention, bad things happen. When we come back out of the break, Chasm Elite, big event this weekend, Texas Battlegrounds. And joining me live on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline, Jared Hepler, Lewis Carter, and Joshua Easterly. Hang around. We'll be right back. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Uh-oh, I think I've been seduced. I went online to seduceme.com and I found the latest and hottest shoe trends. What makes me a seducer? I'm confident, classy, sexy, comfortable in my own skin. I'm a lover of shoes and style, and I have a sharp eye for design. seduceme.com is delighted and dedicated in selling the trendiest and most fashionable must-have shoes and accessories. Get seduced now. Go to shoeduceme.com.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family-owned and operated EyeFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at EyeFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Trust Princeton Fuel in Arlington to help you avoid the Montreal Express this winter. Their professionals will attend to your every heating need, whether it's oil delivery, new heating systems, or maintenance and repair. Family owned and operated for over 25 years. Located at 46 Frost Street in Arlington. Call Princeton Fuel at 781-643-0058 now. And don't get left out in the cold.
Online auctions are great money savers if you can actually win them. Well, that's what BetThisBid.com is changing. Click your media player now to check out BetThisBid.com. The number of bidders is limited, and every auction has two winners, either a random or second highest bid winner. Get the hottest electronics, jewelry, and lots more, all brand new, shipped free, at prices way below retail. Check out BetThisBid.com. We're sure you'll like your odds better at BetThisBid.com.
This is Matt Hazley, your host of Straight Talk. Come join me every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ARM Radio, home of the big guns. Boom.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. I'm Mike Allen, and this is On the Air. You're listening to the Armed Radio Global Network. Tonight's show brought to you in part by Eat24.com. Put your zip code in Eat24.com. They will find a restaurant near you that will deliver food directly to your home. Or download the free app on either your iPhone or Android. Again, just put in your Social Security number, put in your zip code, and they will find where you're at and bring you food. So say you're at a business meeting. You're sitting there, everybody's only got 30 minutes. They got 30 minutes to eat lunch. They're all freaking out, trying to figure out how they're going to get somewhere and back in half an hour. Not you. Your food's coming in. Eat24.com. Well, welcome back to the show. We are going to get now live on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline. And Jared Hepler, he is the promoter of Chasm Elite. Their big show this weekend at Bell County Expo Center in Belton, Texas. Bell time 7 p.m. Texas Battleground, 6 MMA fights, amateur MMA fights. And I'll be ring announcing. So good to see me in my new suit. I got my new suit with the bow tie. I'll be looking sharp. Please welcome to the show on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline, Mr. Jared Hepler. Jared, how you doing, buddy?
Mike, what's up, brother? How we doing?
Man, I cannot wait, dude. It's been too long.
It has been about 3 days, actually, longer than we expected it to be. But time is upon us, and hope, fingers crossed for a good show.
Well, so far, every show that I've done for you has been a phenomenal show. And I'll be up there for weigh-ins on Friday.
Right.
Let's go down the list. Let's go down some of the fighters that we got. We're going to have a couple of those guys on here pretty soon. But who do we got in the card? You said we had 6 fights right now?
We have. We do have 6 fights. This particular fight card has been very, very hectic. It's had its large ups and downs. Started with 18 fights. We are literally down to 6, and that's with the first couple that I want to talk about with Brandon Jimenez, who literally took the fight at a last minute against Christian Hawkins. Christian Hawkins is the youngest fighter on our card at 17 years old. He'd been hitting us up since he was 16, wanting to fight. The state regulates that you have to be at least 17 years old in order to fight, and that's with a parental or guardian consent. So we tried to find him an opponent, and Brandon Jimenez came through at the last minute. And they are a couple of lightweights, so they're the first ones on the card. We have Najee Vernon, who is a teammate of Christian Hawkins. Najee is the second youngest at 18, fighting out of both Christian and Najee fighting out of Dallas. And Najee is fighting Ahmed Shabazz, who fought on our last card against Steve Scott. So, actually pretty excited to see that matchup. It should be a good fight for the both of them. Good growing experience, learning experience for them. So we have also on the card, we got Chaz Reed, who is the brother of Marcus Still, who's been on our fight cards for both of our events. But Chaz Reed is fighting my guy, Josh Easterly, at catchweight of 175.
Now,
and
Josh
I know
is...
Chaz, he's been wanting to fight. We tried to get him on a card in August, and he just couldn't make it happen. So we have him on the fight card against Josh. So,
and Josh is actually fighting Donaweight, right?
He is. Josh typically fights at around middleweight, but he was looking to push to 170, and Chaz couldn't get down to 170, so they agreed to fight at 175. Josh is just a trooper. I have a lot of pride and a lot of respect for Josh. I mean, he all these guys had to kind of forego a Thanksgiving meal, unfortunately. And Josh is, he takes he cuts weight seriously, and he's methodical about it, and but I know he's excited, and it should be again just a good fight for both Chaz and Josh.
Well, we're going to have Josh on the air here in a little bit, and I also had spent time with him Thanksgiving, and I will tell you that he was true, and he was disciplined, unlike myself, who fell prey to wine and drink, and
right.
do what?
That was the one guy, right? Where y'all were like
the tall guy, yeah.
Yeah,
and I showed
the well-dressed one where you're like, "Hey, Patrick, you should go try and pick a fight with that guy."
Yeah.
And then y'all showed me his stuff, and I was like, don't think I will. I'm gonna go shake his hand, and that's about it.
Yeah, Josh came in, and we were all standing in the kitchen, and I was like, "Man, I know that kid from somewhere," because I didn't know the connection. Josh's mom works with my roommate. So
cool.
So they came to, and I didn't know the connection. I'm kind of slow that way, but he showed up, but I didn't recognize him because he had lost so much weight. Because the last time we saw him fight, he had a little heft to him. So I pulled up my phone and I went to YouTube, and I had a bunch of people in the kitchen with me, and I hit his fight on YouTube, and I held it up, and Josh was standing over by the table eating vegetables. I think he had a little bit of turkey. He got a couple of bites, to taste. And they were all watching the fight and then looking over the phone to him. I'm like, yeah, that's it right there. And they was like, oh, no, God, man. And so he's a big celebrity, so he kind of got a kick out of that. But he's a good kid. That's going to be a good fight. We'll get him on here in a minute. Who else do we have?
Okay, so we actually have Chris Berry and Chris Anderson. Now, these guys I reached out to, they were on another card here in Texas that their show had got canceled, so we reached out to them and said, they were already matched to fight, and they're a couple of big boys. Chris Berry weighs in, walks at about 230, and then Chris Anderson is floating around 250.
Big boys.
So, this will be the first heavyweight fight, and then Chris, he's out of, I think, Chris Berry's out of Gatesville, and then Christian Anderson's out of fighting out of Corpus Christi. We've got a couple from Corpus Christi. We have fighters from all over, quite honestly, Mike. I mean, that was the whole point of the Texas Battleground theme, was to, people from all over Texas and, and even past the borders, really try to make Central Texas a proving ground, if you will, for some of these fighters. So they're coming from lots of different places, which actually kind of brings me to my next one. So Marcus and Derek. So Marcus still... he is, he was made his debut on our first fight, fought for us again in August, and he's back to fighting down at 170 against Derek Ferguson. Derek Ferguson he's that debut out of Benton, and I know both of them been training pretty hard. I've seen a couple of videos posted by Marcus on some of his training regimens and a couple of dance moves afterwards. But yeah, so but yeah, Marcus and Chaz are both coming out of San Antonio. So that's our the fifth fight, and then our the final fight is between. A rivalry, believe it or not. I know we had rivalries collide last time, but the name kind of rings true. So Jeremy Oliver is sergeant first class out of Fort Hood, fights on the Fort Hood combative team, and he will be fighting my guy Brody DeForest at heavyweight. So I know Jeremy. I want to say Jeremy's around 240. and Brody's around the 260s. So